What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Golden Presents the Pot of Gold. This is another CSGO matchup, and this time we have a face-off between Team Cirx versus External Gaming Academy. Apologies, by the way, for our missed matchup earlier, but we should have this matchup coming to you all right now and then another later on today. So thank you all for tuning in. I am Rapture, calling the matchup here between Team Cirx and External Gaming Academy. Both of these teams in Group 2 of Pot of Gold, and Team Cirx sitting in third place with a 2-0 record so far in the group. So leading into this matchup, they're trying to hold on to the undefeated streak on Overpass. This is a best of one against External Gaming Academy, who are starting off on the CT side, and they're 1-1 going up into this matchup. So they definitely have something to prove here. They want to get a better stride going into this group, as the other teams are also making their way into these games. We're going to start off here again on Overpass. We have both teams setting up. Team Cirx have the entirety of their team making an A push. We have some of them moving on towards Lower Park here. They're going to go towards downstairs into Connector here. And really just External waiting around on B site mostly. They have a couple heads on A site waiting. You can see J-Pow holding under A. Team Cirx have slowed down now because they really don't see anybody peeking. This is an opportunity for External potentially shift their positions here. No one's gonna hold. Everyone's gonna hold. We have 2-2, both on A, both on B, one mid. And there's a shot. Jason getting a first kill. One player goes down. Another one by Jason. That's the two-piece. T-Doy goes down. 5v3 advantage. 5v2. Jason with another one. And already External has an opportunity to continue to push up. Team Cirx has to make headway on this B site. Zinc does to get the pick up on Jason. It's maybe a little late there, as Jason's already done a ton of damage onto this Team Cirx squad. And now we have a rotation back towards A site that's going to be led here by Zinc. Checking left side and moving up towards A site. Gets picked off immediately by Scoob. Scoob does get revenge. Little fake plants to get things moving. The boiling is hot. Gonna get the pick off. Nice. Jor gets two. And now it's a one-on-one situation. Team Cirx definitely didn't think they'd get that far, but unfortunately they cannot finish it off. And External will pick up that first round. So pistol round gonna be going to External. See what either team here does. Likely gonna be pretty light. Expecting too much considering how close that round went. But, you know, External's going to go for a full buy, a pretty full buy here. One rifle, got two from us. And Team Cirx going to stay on their pistols. They got to do it. They got to eco here. Team Cirx again, going back over towards the A site. That's what they did on the first round, but they didn't go all the way down long. They held towards mid the last round, and they've already been found out by External, who've been waiting 2-2. Except now they have most of their forces rotating, if not already on A site. Only one on B. Now they have the push led on. Zinc goes down first. J-Pow does another one. Kermi, now T-Doy follows into the grave. 5v3 situation. One Plex picks up one, but Scoop with the FAMAS gets the cleanup at the end. And External now up 2-0 on Cirx, who now have an opportunity to try and change the tide in their favor, as they're going to be going for a full rifle buy, 4 AKs for Cirx. And we'll see what they can do with that. Got Jason now 3-1. Certainly a big dent put on Team Cirx by this one player, and they're going to be moving up forward here with the Galil. We have J-Pow holding along with Waj. Team Cirx a much more relaxed push here, not as urgent as the immediate 2 rounds, and one Plex is going to pick up the first kill here on Scoob. Exile still looking around and connect. One Plex just on the other side of that doorway. We'll see if I can pick up one. It's actually Zinc, who is hiding on the right side, and instead gets the kill. Waj will pick up the revenge. And now a 3-4 situation here for External, as Team Cirx does have the advantage there, but it's the only advantage they'll have. They're going to press it as one Plex picks up the kill on Waj. But still very, very relaxed here. Despite the player advantage, 4-2, Cirx not playing aggressively whatsoever. They're still holding mostly towards A site. They only have one Plex harassing on B. And they're looking for Jason, who's heading on the other side of site. Now one Plex going to try and push out of construction here. Looking for a peek. Gonna jiggle a little bit, looking towards heaven. Gets the pickup on J-Pow. Nice headshot, but peeks out past the smoke. Maybe a bit too early as Jason's ready and waiting, gets the kill. Now the bomb's gonna be planted in the meantime all the way at A site. That's gonna mean Jason has to go all the way around. Might just save here. Considering they got the AK. But let's see if they'll get a pickoff. Probably not worth. So Team Cirques will run away at least with one round under their elbows, under their shoulders, under their arms. Now Watch gonna be up. Or External gonna be up 2-1 here after this round, as Jason will hold on to that AK and finish out this round with the bomb going off. So it definitely has a completely different shift in terms of play. Cirques really waiting and seeing what External would do before they pressed in. A lot more aggressive play in the first 2 rounds, and it cost them. This time, Cirques went for kind of a wait-and-see approach, and it paid off for them. So we'll see how they go this time. Now they have most of their players positioned towards... looks like they're going to go towards B, 3-2 split. I'm going to drop the bomb for a moment. Exile moving up here, eco around a bit for External. Only one rifle. That's Jason, of course. That's going to be holding the AK. Bajor picks up Exile, so that's going to get the blood flowing. 5v4 situation here for Cirques. Again, a lot more methodical here for Cirques. They're looking for opportunities to pick apart External before they push onto the sites, rather than getting onto the sites and then going for kills. Now External holding 1 mid, 2 on A site, and another pushing up on all the way long. That's J-Pow. Bajor's waiting for him, though, and the AK gets the kill. A 5v3 situation here for Cirques. About a minute left on the clock, and most of this External squad holding towards A. Or towards... And, Cirques, again, just waiting and waiting. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. A 3-man push towards A long. And it's going to be watched waiting for this push. But it's going to be a lot of firepower coming his way. We'll see if this push instead, led by Oneplex, is going to do any damage. Bajor going to put some shots down. Kermi, though, picks up the call on Watch. Now there's the push through onto A site. There's the scramble coming through the rest of the External squad, who was actually, I'm sorry, positioned more towards B site that time. Now here's the retake, but Scoob gets that first kill. 2v4 situation. The retake is slow if it's going to happen at all. I think External is just going to, again, go for another stage, though. Jason really isn't in a position to do that. Might get picked. Nope. Not going to get found out. Kermi's running away. Terrorists win. And Jason does not get close enough to get picked, so they're going to save here. Now a tied up 2-2 situation. Cirque slowing things down, and it's paying off for them after those first 2 losses. Eco round following that has been really good for them. And money is looking tight on both sides. I mean, Exile is like the lowest here for External at 2K. Cirque's looking very solid. So both of these teams really well equipped to move into these next rounds. Watch picks up first here on Bajor. It's that deagle kill. Meanwhile, Scoob looking in towards water. Jason, again with the AK. Trying to push up. It's going to be Zink, though, taking some shots. And Jason picks up the kill on the Kermi. Another push through smoke as the bomb gets planted right in the heat of the action. And Tito on the other side of this pillar, looking for Exile, but it's Jason who picks him up instead. Another kill on construction. Oneplex, Zink, and Oneplex and Zink both combining for 2.5. And there's another one to finish things off. J-Pow by themselves. So Oneplex just backed off construction just enough to give him enough room to clean up J-Pow and Cirques. And now a nice rally, 3 rounds in a row on External. This is looking good. I mean, now they have a forced buy here from External. They're pulling out the AWP for J-Pow. They have everyone on rifles. So this is really the round that External is looking for to shift things back in their favor and get this momentum killed on the Cirque side. T-Doi also has the op, so we'll see who gets these picks first. Jason holding like a statue. Bijor looking towards long. On that op, T-Doi not seeing much, looking towards those bathrooms, and thankfully doesn't have too much sight on that for anyone peeking in there. Some fire now thrown by Oneplex, put some more pressure on that area. And they have J-Pow waiting on the other side, as well as Waj and Connector. Meanwhile, on bomb site B, Jason still holding, refuses to move, and that's because, well, Zinc is holding on the other side as well. So a little movement in mid as Connector finally, Kermi finds Waj hanging out in Connector, 5v4 situation. Kermi, though, took a lot of hits there, sitting on 11 HP. Ooh, and J-Pow picks off T-Doi as they're rotating towards, or just at least shuffling towards Connector. So evens out the odds there. 39 seconds left on the clock for Team Cirque as Zinc picks up Jason. Well worth it as Jason broke that tension first and cost them dearly. Now Oneplex, unsure of where to move, might go back towards A site, but they have two members of that team sitting on that side. They have J-Pow still, I'm actually sorry, just Scoop sitting on there. They have J-Pow on Heaven. Gonna move back towards A. Exile might be waiting a little too long. Scoop, though, unfortunately gets cooked. Roasted medium rare. J-Pow takes a shot and nails it on Oneplex, trying to wallbang afterward. Not going to get the kills. Backs off. 3 seconds left on the clock, and Bijor gets him before the bomb gets planted just in time as J-Pow gets killed. And now it's Exile by themselves against Bijor and Zinc. A 2v1 situation. Exile gets the pick on Kermi. Now Zinc waiting back in bathrooms. Bijor and Bank. The headshot and nails it. Cirques, 4 in a row. That's looking really solid for this T side. We move on to round 7. Now Kermi did a bunch of damage that last round. Gonna be going on that AK. We have T-Doi on the op. Still 0-2 right now, but doing, putting down, like, holding line of sights that they certainly need to hold here as Team Cirque has slowed things down and has kept things cool. The temperature's been chilled. They're playing in a refrigerator. They move things to the freezer. Though this is probably the most aggressive push we've seen from them so far, and I don't think External is expecting this, as Oneplex picks up 2. Major returns the favor, gets another one. Doesn't want to be outdone there. 5v2 situation. Jason finds himself outgunned as well as Bjor picks up a headshot. Now Cirque's complete domination as Zinc finds Scoop, and now a 5v2 situation for Cirque. They've absolutely decimated External on the board and on the field, and now they're trying to make that happen on the economy of External, as External has again dipping into their reserves. The markets might have been green today, but things are looking red for them as they are just buying and buying, trying to keep themselves afloat as that lead is slowly but surely slipping away from the Cirque. Now looking towards a B site push. Bizor going to be moving up towards construction, going to hold out just a little bit. Meanwhile, Oneplex going to be joining them. T-Doi holding an alley. And Scoob looking for these grenades and anyone who might be moving through towards construction. Trying to wallbang is Exile. Not going to find pay dirt. Meanwhile, Waj is... no one's at his party. He's by himself. But Exile might have wished he was. They get knocked out. Now here comes the push. A ton of fire coming over. Catabords have let loose, but Scoop finds the shot. Kermi goes down. Oneplex, though, picks up the 2. Scoop and Jason both going down. And now bomb site B is going to be held and planted. Oneplex gets that one. They're going to move back off. Huge shot there. Bijor still at full health, but the rest of his... Actually, Zinc is full health. The rest of the team certainly cannot say the same. Waj and J-Pow trying to figure out their way back in for this retake. J-Pow has an AWP, but is too close to really make good use of it. T-Doi will get that kill. Waj gets 1, but Bijor puts him back down. And now 6-2 for Cirque. That's 6 in a row right now for this Cirque squad, who's again 2-0 in this group so far. And a plus-minus of 18. Meanwhile, External coming into this one, despite being 1-1, have a plus-minus of -9. So even though the records might be somewhat close, Team Cirque's already showing that they might be a bit of a gap between these two teams, and the record, the score line for sure is starting to, read that as well. As Waj very aggressively moving up here on the Team Cirque squad, maybe trying to give them a taste of their own early medicine that they themselves, Team Cirque, got rid of in favor of slower deposition. Zinc gonna be planting on B site as entirety of the CTs really kind of gave it to them. They gave all of their guts towards A. B site was left alone, and they're gonna go for a retake now. That's gonna be led here by Waj. Gonna be looking for this connector push. We have two, Jor and Kermi, moving on to T stairs, looking towards that spawn area. They're gonna run into Jason. Jor gets the kill. Scoop though will get revenge, but it'll be Kermi who gets that last kill in the situation. Bomb ticking away. Nobody from the CT side is even remotely close to picking that one up. And Exile, unfortunately, peeking for a bit too long, and even Waj, for some reason, decides Exile is going to need some company in the grave, as Cirques goes up 7-2 in this matchup on Overpass. Round 10 is going to be starting off with a very dominant Team Cirques, not only full bought out, they have the op as well, but a lot of money in the bank. Meanwhile, team money for External has just hit only the quadruple digits and is getting lower and lower fast. They are buying every single round to try and get back into this and swing it their way. But the problem is that even if they do, there's so much reserve cash for Cirques, they can buy themselves right back into this fight. And again, External feeling the pressure of this slower Cirques push. Sure, gets that first kill on the Waj. And External looking for a way to hold on to some kind of semblance of maybe a retake of this lead. The Cirques is pulling away with it slowly but surely. 5v3 situation. Exile going down now. Zinc would putting them down after one plex. Fell to the floor. Now T-Doi holding in the op kill for Jason. Will be a nice gift for them. 1v4 situation now for Scoob. It's looking pretty dire, and a save might not even be possible as Cirques is closing in from every angle. Grenades flying out here and there. Here comes the bomb plant from T-Doi. There it is. And Scoob is going to get away. But Zinc has found them. Certainly alerting the rest of their team to the location. Here we go. Kermi going to push in, gets put down. But Scoob can't shoot from two angles at once. And Cirques picks up another round yet again. 8 in a row. It's like when you're playing TFT, right? You want to lose a couple rounds so you get that like better item in the first carousel. That's what Cirques did, right? They lose a couple rounds, no big deal. Eco, get that win, and then they just start surging. They rode the wave, and that wave is absolutely surging for them. Right to the shoreline of a victory for Team Cirques, which could be their third victory in the group so far. External, that would put them at 1-2 for the group. Kermi goes down first. This is going to initiate a little bit of a long side A push for Team Cirques. They get a little too aggressive. Watch picks up 2. T-Doi will finally put him down, but that's after 2 kills. Bajor's going to be one of them. So now, the only remainder on this team, just a single rifle and the AWP here for Zinc and T-Doi on the Cirque side. First time they found themselves at a man disadvantage in quite a while as we approach that 1 minute mark. 4v2 situation here, but it's all pistols for the External side. So Cirques does have some time, and they might have that advantage in firepower as well. But Zinc sneaking up here on J-Pow. Might not find him. Will J-Pow find him first? He gets the shots off, but when he gets the kill, he does. J-Pow gets the kill. And then T-Doi immediately responding on the Scoob with a pistol headshot. But it will be J-Pow signing the release, dotting those I's, crossing those T's. And finally, External gets on the board for the first time in 8 unanswered rounds. 9 unanswered rounds, I guess. Well, it was 8, and now that was the 9th round. So finally, going to round 12, External with their first win after Team Cirques went 8 unanswered. We'll see what they can do. Nice clearance out. T-Doi going to be moving up again with that AWP. T-Doi has been somewhat effective with this op, but you know, it's been paying off overall for Cirque. So whatever they're doing, they might as well keep doing it. And again, like I said, you know, they lost the previous round, but you couldn't tell by their buys. They're completely maxed out yet again, and they're still sitting on a bunch of cash. The difference here, though, is we do have a lot of money, or at least getting closer in terms of money for the CT side. And Team Cirques doesn't want to lose this momentum as they push up towards A site. They have two waiting for them here. They got J-Pow and Watch holding. J-Pow letting one loose through the smoke, doesn't find anything, backs off towards bank. They have Watch holding on the truck. And now this bomb looks like it might be rotating back towards B. Possibly. I don't think that would be the best move. No, they're going to go and hold towards bathroom. Meanwhile, they have one Flex and Zinc. They're going to be the ones putting pressure on Connector as the A site push initiates. They have another rotation here. It'll be coming from the CT side. Jason, as they're going to join the A site group from the B site and try to change. Oh, actually might be just holding and waiting to see how the numbers pan out. Now it's going to B site push. Scoop finds him out. Gets two. Gets three. A huge rip waiting here right in the river. Gets four with the help of J-Pow. An absolutely monstrous cleanup here for Scoob. And Team Cirques absolutely feeling the pain there as the time will tick away. J-Pow looking for this final kill. Not going to find it. It'll be Bajor running away to save. And CT, the Team External Gaming Academy side, will be picking up their second round in a row. So it's a little bit of momentum, but, you know, it's honest momentum, but they'll take it. It's a little bit. They'll take it. 2 rounds in a row as we're towards the end of this first half. And External now is an opportunity to make things a little, you know, a little more even going into this halftime. Team Cirques, they had a big rally, but now they've lost 2 in a row. Again, another Molly coming out. Bajor's going to knock that one out from the smoke. Bomb site push going to be going up, and Exile is going to be taken down. Scoob now throwing another smoke grenade towards construction. One Plex holding right nearby. Scoob trying to wall bang on one Plex. It's not going to be able to get through. Some pretty high quality wood there. While Jason waiting for someone to push through alley. It's going to be Kermie who might be the one to do that, though. That Molotov is making them second guess that choice. Going to join one Plus and Zinc. Instead, they're going to wait it out. Jason no longer holding that same sight line. Moved off to the right and might give Kermie an opportunity to sneak in. Jason now backing off. Kermie joined by Bajor. 52 seconds remaining on the clock. Meanwhile, that bomb is still with Zinc over in construction. So here comes the push. The mollies are out. Kermie gets one. The bomb plant from Zinc as the chaos unfolding, but not too many kills from the Cirques off that first push. The bomb planted, but the momentum is still in favor of CT side as a 3-2, 3-3 swing now for both sides. And now it's a 2-1 situation for Team Cirques. The bomb has been planted. J-Pow jumps off down from heaven. Looking for the remainder of Team Cirques. It's Bajor and T-Doy. T-Doy still with the op, looking towards bomb site. Might be able to get the shot off, and does. J-Pow gets a ripper through the ankles. And it's going to put him in the hospital, and probably more. 9-4 now for Team Cirques as we move into round 14. Well, Team Cirques controlling the pace of these games for sure. It's really the momentum that they set. Ooh, as I say that though, J-Pow might have set the momentum for this round early, picking up a job with that op kill. Meanwhile, Exile pushing up with the FAMAS. Gonna find nobody over here at Alley. That's because the majority of Team Cirques is elsewhere occupied towards A. J-Pow goes down. T-Doy looking for someone on the other side of restrooms towards A site. On this sight line, but it's me one Plex finding Scoob right through the dome. And continue through towards restrooms. Meanwhile, Watch finds Zinc. T-Doy though gonna return the favor. That op kill comes in though it is a bit too late. Now the push. One Plex. Might have to lead this one as T-Doy has the op. But they're getting pushed from behind from Exiles from us. And T-Doy is going to feel the pressure first. Now Exile going to move back. as Jason's already on the site, and the bomb is sitting on the side of A restrooms. So right now, this is all CT control. Dirks. It's in the hands of Oneplex at 29. Doesn't have much HP to work with. Doesn't have the bomb in hand. Only has 27 seconds remaining on the clock to make this happen. XL not holding the sight line, so not going to see the bomb getting picked up here. It's going to be up to Jason, who is also not holding a sight line on the site. Oneplex might use that to their advantage. Look for the kill. Doesn't peek enough to see him. Goes for the plant. Here's the movement. And Jason picks up the kill. If only Oneplex just looked a couple pixels to the left, just snuck out a bit more to the right, might have seen Jason waiting there, got the kill, and got the bomb plant off in time. But doesn't see, so Team Cirques up against External in round 15. Their lead has certainly been shortened. Only 9-5 situation for them when they had, I believe, an 8-2 lead at one point. And yeah, 8-2 lead going into round 10. At the end of round 10, sorry. So certainly External have found themselves getting back into this one. And all that steam has kind of been let loose here from Team Cirques. Let's see how they get back into this one. Though the end of this halftime might actually come as a relief to Team Cirques. I'm sure they want to stop the bleeding here. And ending this at 9-6 would not be the worst thing. But a 10-5 situation is what they're looking for. T-Doi going to go for a full pushback. But they might run into a waiting Waj, who is holding. Can certainly hear that op clicking. Completely still. And now the rest of that site is going to be moved on to. Waj gets picked up by Kermi, as Cirque is going to join their teammate. Now 4v4 situation. Goob still towards looking at construction. But Zink has already kind of moved on, waiting for J-Pow, but they're not going to be there in time. J-Pow picks off 2. Kermi and T-Doi getting knocked down before Zink can get there. Zink going to shoot and back off. 27 seconds remaining on the clock as Oneplex picks up Jason, but takes some damage to do so. Left on 56. Zink still at full health, but then Oneplex goes down again. It's just Zink by themselves. Finds Scoob waiting for them. Now going to have from heaven here. Or at least very deep. Shotgun position now. But it's not going to be enough. Zink will get the kill. And a 10-5 score line here for Cirques as we go into the halftime sitch. Well, definitely good for External. I mean, like I said, this was 8-2. Certainly, if you've been watching, you saw that 8-2 for Team Cirques, who were very dominant. Even completely butchering the economy of External, but just some very solid play by individual play by Jason, J-Pow, and Scoob. I'm sorry, by Oneplex, team switch, by Oneplex and Zink. And even Bajor, I would say Kermi probably stood out the most to me there, and he stands out the most to me on that top right of the screen there, too. Kermi certainly stood out a lot, Bajor as well. Individual play for External. Oh, yeah, Jason, J-Pow. Yeah, Jason and J-Pow stand out to me as well. I feel like they absolutely had standout performances in the previous half. It will be enough to take them into the second half. Pistol round so far in the favor of Team Cirques as they're on the CT side now. Ooh, but already Kermi down as they push up onto the A site. Jason's going to be rotating around and catches Jor in the back. Plant tried and failed. Zink finds a shot from Bathrooms, and T-Doi will finish it off. Now, Team Cirques, there it is. Again, gaining momentum early. Except they didn't need 2 rounds for Team Waj to do that. Next, we got a timeout coming out to turn models off, so... We're getting back into this one real quick. Thank you all for tuning into this matchup. This is a pot of gold, Golden League $1,000 pot matchup here between External Gaming and Team Circs. I am Rapture. Thank you all for joining and tuning in. Been a pretty solid match so far. I think Team Circs might have been carrying away with the game, right? They were definitely running away with the game. And now External has brought things back and then some. But if Team Circs, Team Circs with this win, this would put them a solid 3-0, which would still, I mean, they're already in the top 3 for their group. They're already looking pretty good, but this could potentially put them at 2nd place, possibly even 1st place, depending on how this pans out. They can win some more rounds, so I'm not going to be able to do the math off my head, off the top of my head, just looking right now at the standings. So anyway, going into this round here, Team Circs with a bit of a light buy. One farmhouse, a couple SMGs here. Zinc, Bajor popping off, and yeah, External again, just with the pistols, they have to really take the heat. They have no option but to stay in the kitchen, and they get roasted. Now 12-5 situation here for Team Circs. Here come the buys. 1 AK, 2 AK, 3 AK, 4 AKs for External. And this is really how Circs did it, right? They were like, all right, we lost. Time to buy. Completely wipe them out with AKs and hold control of the game for a while. Now, does seem like that Team Circs going to be doing it themselves. The Circs squad doesn't need any AKs to do it this time. Already a 3-2 situation, but it's definitely not completely in their grasp. External still has Watch and X-Style holding on. Thinking of going for this rotation, see if they can link back up. Bajor is pretty light on health here, holding on to this FAMAS playground. Meanwhile, 1plex going to be running into a little bit of opposition here. Connector and Exile throws down the molly. Wadge looking at Zinc. Ooh, backs off just as Zinc peeked their head. Doesn't get the shot off, and then Bajor can clean them off. Oh, really unfortunate timing there. So Circs, looks like that rally is starting early. Futures are looking good. Market's opening green for them as well. 13-5 for Team Circs, as they're looking to clean things up and close things out for this matchup against External Gaming Academy on Overpass. We have the T side moving towards B, almost a full push. Only JPOW moving towards mid, towards Connector, but T-Doy is holding and locking down Connector right quick. There's the peek, there's the kill. T-Doy picks it up. 5v4 situation. Meanwhile, towards B site, Jason holding that deagle, looking for some prey. Kermie on the other side of things. On the site, doesn't see any T site. Exile hears some boots clanking around, sees the top of Zinc's head, knows someone's hanging out there, but unable to do anything about it. Scoob, Jason and company, all hanging around the water, getting their feet wet, but who's gonna really get their hands dirty? It's gonna be 1plex and Zinc first. Kermie also getting in on the action. Scoob will as well with a big advantage here, and the win for CT. Team Circs 15 is looking like it's a possibility, probably an inevitability, as 14-5 is a scoreline for the Circs side. External, this has really kind of slipped out of their fingers. We haven't seen them win a round since the previous half, and again, they've only won 5 of them. Let's see what they do on this next push. Utility flying everywhere here, as Kirby's going to be looking for this first initial push. Wadge looking through the smoke, not seeing anything in their visions. Scoob now, holding on Fountain. Connector for Wadge and Exile. Exile putting some shots down, trying to get the chase. Meanwhile, 1plex on the other side of this wall. That sheet metal is not going to be able to work too much. Minute and 13 on the clock. Gordy gets shut on that one as Wadge is low on health. Take any protection they can get. JPOW and Scoob moving up towards bathrooms. A big shot from JPOW. Looked like it connected. Didn't get the full kill though. And Jason picks it up on Tito nonetheless, but Bajor get 2, can he get 3? No, Jason gets the cleanup, and now they're gonna move up with Waj. They're gonna be joined up here by Zink, moving from the other side. They're going to the Molly. Zink puts the shot down. Still on the Jason, 22 HP. There's the plant from Waj. J-Pow joining them. 3v3 situation. Utilities flying. J-Pow with the headshot on Kermi. Nice pickup, and now OnePlex looking to try and return the favor, but the Molly's keeping them from holding some kind of sight line that they can get any kind of dividends off of. That's not going to pay out for them just yet. They have to wait out the fire. Now Zink finds J-Pow. OnePlex, a little aggressive. Knows they need to do something. Waj makes them pay. So does Jason. And there it is, the win that External so desperately needed against Team Cirques, who were eyeing the end of this game. Not just the half, but the entire game. They will shut them down, at least for the moment. 6-14. And that is just a win that External so desperately needed there against Team Cirques. But again, Cirques will be able to move into this fully rifled out. The Gleals are ready to go. The AWP is ready on T-Doy, who certainly has had a stronger second half than the prior, helping Cirques kind of zip one up and secure the bag with that AWP. Pow on the other side of things, looking for a shot at this wall. Looks pretty nice. We're not going to find anything when they peek either. Meanwhile, on B site, Kermi getting slightly flashed out. They know there's some action coming their way potentially, so it might be a bit of a fake. It looks like it might be, as External looking like they're going to put a little bit more attention towards that A site. We have Scoob moving towards the restroom. Waj joining them. Exile now going to move over from alley towards the B site, but they have 2 lines of sight kind of waiting for them. Exile gets a little too greedy. They're likely going to pay the ultimate price. Waj goes down to the door, and T-Doy again picks up another kill, another one. External just walking into Team Cirques, ready and waiting, and the trap was set, and it goes off and pays off tremendously for Team Cirques, and they're on match point, round 22.